Where before God. Okay, let me get this chat thing rolling. Bing, bing, bing. Okay, boom. All right, here we go. Okay, see what we got here for the lineup. Okay. Before we get this started, the Rock is crazy, man. That's a crazy dude, man.
This dude right here, man.
There will be no Dwayne The Rock Johnson slander in this segment. Not from me anyway. Not from my birthday twin. It won't be from me.
Oh,
You never
Lord.
join in. You never join in.
He really
You
don't.
just-
He really
That's the
don't.
only time you don't join in.
What can I
does The Rock
say?
have on
except
you?
You're
Yo,
welcome.
Yeah, that's that shit right now, boy.
What kind of foul does The Rock have on your ass? That's
Yo,
what
This
I
is-
wanna
real,
know.
it's real talk.
This is a Disney household. This is a
First of all, wait a minute. Wait, ain't that Pixar?
listen.
Y'all didn't see.
You didn't see
y'all didn't
he's
the
gang.
$7
He's
bucks?
yeah, $7.
Disney?
$7 is
Did you
now.
guys know?
Mhm.
Did you guys know that Walt Disney had a completely different character when he was gonna debut the company? And then Dwayne The Rock Johnson heard that it was going to be a bunny and found out that there was already a bunny. So he called Walt and he said, you know what? I think you should go with a mouse. And guess what you should call him? Steamboat Willie. And then here we go. We have it right there. Mickey Mouse and Steamboat Willie. Thanks to Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I didn't know. Steamboat Willie can't lace Bugs Bunny's jock, boy.
Hey, say that again.
Bro, that's the go. Listen, shout out to Amazing Lovecraft for joining us on the podcast. Appreciate you, man. Give a like, give a subscribe. Holla at your boys. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we here, man.
Two
Hold on.
times.
Listen. I like to welcome everybody to the show. It's you know, listen one more time because I don't know what I'm doing. I already got some. I just took some bourbon right as I walked through the door. Hold on. Listen, I like to welcome everybody to the show. Come around, gather around by the campfire. Is everybody in here as per the usual?
What's your go-to bourbon?
I don't know. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like my wife kind of gets stuff from the she caters events and stuff like that. So I don't. Listen. It was dealer's choice. So right now, is this thing right here? What's this? Is this stuff right here? I don't know what this is. I don't even know what this is.
Kirkland. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I don't when the wifey's pouring, I don't ask questions. Don't ask, don't tell. Listen, we in the building. Money in the Bank has came and went. It was in the Great White North, the home of the Mounties, the home of the Maple Leaf, the nicest people that I probably have ever met in the world.
Shout out Toronto.
They are very on brand with that.
Shout out
stereotype.
the boy. You know
what
I'm saying?
what a great stereotype to
Drake.
have, being the nicest people. Like and they are. I've never been more impressed with the people when I visited their city. I was there
Love
once
Toronto.
again. I was there for my 40th once again. We was broke as hell, and I was like, I got to do something for my 40th, because I just moved back home. I was broke as shit, and I was like, let's try to do a quick drive to Toronto just for one night. I went up there, man. I was like, yo, it's my 40th, man. Like the bartender just giving free drinks all night. I go, y'all don't have to do that. Y'all don't know. That only happens in bars, you know what I mean? But in Toronto, they were like, you one of us tonight. Shot here, shot there, drink here, drink there, and had a grand old time in the Great White North. Money in the Bank. Tiffany Stratton, Money in the Bank winner. Oh, Uncle Mac. You know,
spoiler.
This was not a prophecy. She said it. she said it. I'm gonna tell you right now, she wouldn't have said it. I'd have probably came up with somebody else. But she said it. We get to the men's Money in the Bank. Drew McIntyre wins it. Now there's people online talking to me about storyline and how it works for CM Punk and how it starts stuff with Seth and CM Punk and how the Money in the Bank was the perfect time to have this happen and yada, 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 and a partridge and a pear tree. And I say you didn't need any more heat on Punk and Drew or Punk and Seth.
Nope.
You don't need any more heat on them. Don't make an excuse. Evan, what's your problem? If you're going to give it to someone, give it to someone who can use it to elevate. Oh, you don't understand. No one was ever going to beat Gunther. No one's beating Cody. That's not the point. That's not the point. It's a moment in time. There's a Carmelo Hayes. There's a LA Knight. There's a Chad Gable. There's an Andrade. I'm just saying, don't be so quick to say that wouldn't have helped or created a different atmosphere. They haven't talked about the whole year cash-in thing in a long time. You know what I'm saying? You know when they used to always say that? You have a year to cash in. They have stopped saying that. They don't. So what I'm trying to say is, who's to say how long you can have the Money in the Bank? Maybe to the next Money in the Bank. Maybe bring in the Money in the Bank. I think Jay was talking to me a couple days ago. Jay said, ain't nobody ever brought the Money in the Bank to the Money in the Bank. And I was like, somebody bring in the briefcase before the briefcase match or during the championship match and cashing in. That's kind of clever. But what I'm trying to say, people, is I don't like the wastefulness. I don't like the wastefulness of the Money in the Bank. You know what I mean? Miss Awesome Saucy says, damn, Triple H, why not give it to Jey Uso? My guy has been losing every big match since Mania. I don't get it. Amazing Lovecraft, Naomi should have won. Crown 2024 Miss Money in the Bank winner. Lucci, I would much rather see LA Knight, Melo, or Jey Uso hold it for a year. Listen to this. People coming in hot with their opinions, with their takes, and that's all I'm trying to say. And if you're going to give it to Drew, let him hold it for a little bit. Before I kick it to you fellas, though, listen, how about this? How about I don't want to see filibuster just messing up my flow? How about that? How about that, Chef?
None of it made sense to me. Like, absolutely none of it. What was the point of any of it? It was... it just looked like an incomplete thought happening in real time in a wrestling match on a pay-per-view on live TV. Because it was like, we're just making up stuff as we go. When does a match for a title get interrupted with a briefcase, which is then interrupted by a guy, and there's no consequences? And that's a segue. But for you to take a match that had gentlemen's implications and then throw that out the window to make it a triple threat, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is sloppy work by them. When does a triple threat become no DQ? I don't ever remember that.
I guess it's always been. It's always been. It has always been. I'll give them that.
But why then? None of that makes sense. None of it makes sense. If we're going by what's supposed to happen, if we're going by who's bad and who's good, why are we allowing Damian Priest to still be the champion and he's not an established babyface to go up against Gunther at SummerSlam? Why are we screwing Seth Rollins, who is the clear babyface with the Rocket, who is the most over guy as a babyface on Monday Night Raw? Why are we having CM Punk be the blind anti-hero who doesn't really think he's a villain or a good guy, continue to screw up other people's stuff, and he feels like he's in the right? Why do we constantly have to? We're wasting all this talent from Drew. Drew's been cooking since, I don't know, January. And now you've got him. He had a briefcase. He doesn't have a briefcase. He won at WrestleMania. Then he lost at WrestleMania. None of it is making sense. And if this, so too many people there's too many cooks stirring the pot, because it looks like a hot mess. And some of it's storyline, but the storyline is, if it's a line, it's not a straight line anymore. Like if you're painting the lines on the street, it looks like the guy's drunk who's painting the lines, because I can't tell what's happening. And I'm gonna kick it to DPJ because it doesn't. Maybe he can help me make sense of what it is.
Real quick, shout out to Miguel. What's good, brother? They did my boy LA Knight dirty. I'm still hopeful, though. Don't be Miguel. It's about over and done for LA Knight, even though he's the most over person. It goes Cody, Jay, then him, period. It's nuts. That crowd went nuts.
And it was a great match. Great match.
Oh, great match. The women stole the show, though, but it was a great match. What say you, DPJR?
I feel they're pulling the trigger at the wrong target. That's the issue that they have. If you're gonna insert CM Punk into the match, why not insert him into the Money in the Bank? I get it that it's the whole, well, it wasn't for the world title, and that's his thing to deter DM Punk's chances. But it would have been made way more sense for him to cost them the Money in the Bank contract rather than just give it to him and then you waste a pay-per-view for a man for a year. Sure, the women get to do whatever they want, but this is supposed to be a vehicle to get somebody over and get them to
it's the
top.
best vehicle. It's the best vehicle to get someone over because you can always, you know what I mean, fam? It's the best vehicle because you don't need, it's the only thing you really don't need a storyline for. It's the only thing you can cheat to win kind of, and you can always have that person have an excuse. Like even if you beat Roman Reigns with the briefcase, you're like, oh damn, he caught him slipping after a no DQ with a broccoli. You know what I'm saying? It's the perfect device, fam, because there's every one that loses the title has an out. They have an out. You remember when Daniel Bryan lost when Orton and Triple H helped him? Like all you were thinking about was they screwed him. It's not about him losing the title. They screwed him. It's such a great device, man. But continue.
That's part of the bigger issue with WWE. The crutches, I think they have at least 5 different ways you can get a world championship match. You have the Elimination Chamber, you have the Money in the Bank, now you have the King of the Ring, you have the Royal Rumble. I think I'm missing something else, at least 4. So it's lazy writing to have to depend on that as a crutch to get somebody to where they need to be. But even still, given that point, it doesn't matter because you rendered it useless. You rendered that whole men's Money in the Bank useless in the same night. If he would have won the world championship, great. I can see it. Then it is what it is. But still, you're cutting your nose off to spite your face because it's supposed to be something for somebody who isn't where they need to be. And now Damian Priest, because he beat Seth Rollins, as soon as he beats Gunther, his ass is going to slide down the card faster than a roller coaster at Cedar Point, Ohio. That's how fast his ass is going to go down the card. For real. Just watch. By Royal Rumble, he'll be one of the first people eliminated. That's what is going to happen. Now, you're heating up an angle that was already white hot.
White hot.
On this show last week, Evan Mack predicted if they had a set, they were going to give it to Drew McIntyre and he was going to cash in. I said, hold up, Evan. If he happens to get into that world championship match, CM Punk is going to cost him. And when he costs him, it's going to cost Seth Rollins, and that's going to heat that up.
You're not wrong, fam, but that don't need heat either. It don't.
It doesn't.
Though.
But to their ideology, they're going to say, well, now we can have Seth Rollins cost CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre.
If that, listen, if that's what, dude, I don't give a shit what happens. I just need Drew McIntyre to win that match at SummerSlam.
He's going to win that match.
Come hell or high water, by hook or by crook. I don't care if he loses the next 5. I need him to win the first one. I need it.
Well, then you're going to go into CM Punk, Seth Rollins. Like I told y'all, he's the bully. He's the boogeyman lurking in the background. He's just lurking right there. And as soon as his music hit, nobody was thinking about Drew McIntyre. Nobody was thinking about Drew McIntyre because it's always been the money. It's CM Punk, Seth Rollins. It's a shame for Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, because as soon as SummerSlam hits and that once that's over, we're going to CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and that could be feud of the year. The only issue is that CM Punk is so fragile. He got into the ring in the Royal Rumble and he lasted as long as a virgin does on prom night. That's about as long as his in-ring career has been. Am I wrong? Is that not true?
Listen, I didn't go to prom, so I don't know how they get down there. You know what I'm saying? So
I made it through the night. I don't know what that means.
It typically means they don't, they lose
real quick
because it's a special night.
They can't
that's
even
the time
get
the girl that was saving it.
Baby.
But listen, these kids nowadays, they ain't saving until they get out of 6th grade. So I don't know what the hell DP talking about. These little test tube babies right now acting a fool. But listen. Amazing Lovecraft. It's cool that Nia Jax won Queen of the Ring 2024. I truly wanted Naomi to win the 2004 Queen of the Ring. Listen, I like where your head's at. I'm not going to ever argue with anyone liking Naomi. She will never win a major title in the foreseeable future. I'm putting it out there right now. No. I'm letting you know, old Uncle Mac letting you know. You have to resign yourself to the fact that it ain't happening. It just ain't happening.
So you're saying that Nia will challenge Bayley at SummerSlam, lose, but then Tiffy Tom cashes in on Bayley because she's hurt and beat up.
Yeah, I don't know why Nia's not gonna get another push again. Maybe not. They said Naomi. They're wishing Naomi would win. I go, that's not gonna happen. Nia, I wish they would pull the trigger on her. The money match to me is Charlotte, Tiffany Stratton. I'm hoping Charlotte comes back before WrestleMania, but if not, if she doesn't come back SummerSlam, she's 900% coming back for Royal Rumble and will win Royal Rumble. If her music hits in January, she's winning Royal Rumble.
If her music hits in January, I'm guessing it's going to be on Monday Night Raw on Netflix.
Ooh, see, there you go. Charlotte Flair is a very, very smart cookie. She'll be. That's the money. That's the money. Tiffany Stratton, babyface Charlotte Flair. Her taking a kind of a different kind of role, being the older version of a Tiffany Stratton, doing babyface Charlotte would be a nice move. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just trying to answer the chat and engage with the chat a bit. Naomi is so talented, but WWE stays playing with her. Listen, Miss Awesome Saucy, I'm with you. You ain't listen. Don't get it twisted, man. If you share my skin tone, I'm pretty much rooting for you, unless you were a complete asshole. All you got to get me to do to root for you is
swerve.
Oh my God, bro, get out of my head. For real.
I can't let it go, man. I'll go deeper one of these days, but like, bro, you say you down with the brothers and the brother hit you up, but then you do the white guys podcast. I don't know, man. We just from different places. That's all. I don't know. I just kind of was like, hold on, bro. But that's okay. It's neither here nor there. I don't wish nothing ill on the brother. Having a good run. I don't want him dropping titles.
Them Duval dudes is different.
Apparently so, because I'm just saying, my daddy's from Mobile, my mama's from up north. My mama say, brother, reach out, you help the brother. That's just where they from. My parents are from back in the. That's just me. and ain't a brother on the earth that would disagree with that, except one. Except one. I swear to God, I told you the thing about it. Heidi's like, oh my God, you're gonna say something if you see that dude one day. I go, yes, I have to. I have to do that. I can't not. I've already said, Lord, please don't. I gotta say something. I just gotta say something to him. That's all I gotta do. But that's neither here nor there. It's not, as long as it's not Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, or Bayley, you're not getting the push. Oh, shout out to Christopher for pulling up. Coming in hot too. Listen. Becky, I think Becky's just taking a mommy break and figuring out getting all the ducks in a row. It's not money with Becky. Becky is very handsomely paid. Becky got a lot of stokes in the fire with WWE. Everyone thinks when somebody takes a hiatus from WWE, the next logical step is AEW. Becky Lynch is a made woman. She's a made woman. She ain't going nowhere. She loves that company too much. I think she was crying in the middle of the ring because she didn't know if she was coming back. You know what I mean? But don't ever think it's going to be with another company. She's a Steph Curry. She's a lifer. She's never going to go anywhere else but WWE. The best female wrestlers in the world are there. There are about 4 or 5 that are not at WWE, the best in the world. But you know what I mean? For the majority of the part, they're at WWE. And to get back to Money in the Bank, y'all, DP, you're not wrong about the money match being Seth and CM Punk. This is what it comes down to, bro. Like brass tacks, for real. Brass tacks, what it really is about is, on a real note, Triple H has, just like Vince did, Triple H has his guys and his girls. And people need to understand it. And anyone that argues with me on that, they really just don't know how it is. I would have my favorites. Everyone has their favorites. And people that every parent has a favorite kid, whether they say they do it or not, they don't, they're lying. They're lying. Every parent, I love all my kids equally. I don't know about that. Parents just don't like to say who their favorite is, but every parent has a favorite. So if every parent has a favorite kid, you would have a favorite wrestler. And Triple H, just like VKM, has his favorites. Who do you mean, Evan? Damien's his boy. Bailey's his girl. Seth's his boy. Seth's his boy. Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano. Guess But guess who are Vince guys? Drew McIntyre. That's a Vince guy. Austin Theory.
Roman Reigns.
Listen, what I'm trying to say is I'm not saying he's wrong. I just want people to understand why I'm not that surprised. Like Damian Priest, Triple H was trying to prove to people for a while that Damian Priest is a main eventer. He has been. And I'm not saying it's wrong to put over the guys or girls you want to put over, but I want people to stop acting like it's a surprise that has happened. Gunther is kind of a Triple H guy. You know what I mean? Keith Lee was a Triple H guy.
Yep.
Like I'm just saying, like there's a lot of guys. Karrion Kross is a Triple H guy. Is he back? Yes or no? Is he back? Yes or no?
Tell.
He put him on TV like every single week.
He is though,
getting his ass whooped.
But you know what I'm trying to say? Because he's Bronson Reed's a Triple H guy. So what I'm trying, yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, what the hell's your point, Evan? You're just naming people. I go, no, those are the people you need to watch for. If you know who the person's guy is or girl is, watch how well they do. And I told you, I love Triple H. It's just facts. Look. Who got the title right now? Bailey. Who got the title right now? Damian Priest. Who's right back in the title picture? Seth Rollins. Who's about to get the title? Gunther. What we talking about right now?
He brought back CM Punk, and look how they've been treating him. Now he's a Triple H guy. Apparently.
Yes, sir. Miguel says I'm a Triple H guy. So am I. I'm just letting people know. Look, Lucci, the NXT homegrown guys are Triple H guys. I'm trying to let me talk to you.
Liv, definitely. I just saw the clip of how they cut her match 30 seconds before they were going out. And you mean to tell me how she's being treated? Rhea Ripley, too.
Triple H guy. Gal. You know what I'm trying? Listen, guys, I'm not knocking. I swear to God. I'm just letting people understand that if you know that, it's like if you know what you're looking for, then things make a little more sense than you be sitting around like, what the hell? Now, because what I try to do is if you know all this, then why you get mad? Why I get mad is because I'm hoping they just prove me wrong for the betterment of the story. That's what I'm hoping. Like, don't tell me, listen, it's not about what the people want. It's about, I can tell you, listen, I can give you 4 scenarios why the other people winning would have made sense. I can give you a scenario why it was better for LA Knight to win, Melo to win. I can make a case for Andrade. I can make one. And I can definitely make a case for Jay. Yeah. So what I'm you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, if I can make a case for all of these guys to win the Money in the Bank, I'm hoping for something different. I'm hoping for you to nothing bothers me more than when some asshole is online and there's a group of them online and you guys and they're always right. Everybody was right about the CM Punk run-in. Like, come on, everybody. If everybody's right, then that's wrong. I don't care anybody says, oh, that doesn't mean everyone's thinking the same thing. Doesn't mean, yes, it does. We should not know. Chef Evan DPJR, we should be wrong more than we're right about finishes and matches and setups. We should be more wrong than we are right. Not more right. We should be like, hell, was there ever any doubt truly that Roman Reigns was going to lose? For real? At WrestleMania, come on, the run it back, yeah, come on now. Especially after they pinned Cody in the ring on night 1. Come on now, for real.
If you go back and Roman told on himself, because if you go back and you look at the end of that match when he was walking up the ramp, he did not look happy.
Yes,
he did not look
because he knew he knew he's about to get the. Yep, he knew it.
He looked like somebody that was about to lose. Mm-hmm. And I mean, obviously, after the fact, you see him smiling in the ring the next night. But I'm sure it's salty when you. I would be salty if I knew my phenomenal run was coming to an end. A run that has not been touched in 40 years. So I would have a pouty face too. So I ain't gonna hold him. We're human. It is what it is. Another issue was on in that match, WWE Y'all have to be better. Y'all cannot have a referee not count to 3 when you have somebody's shoulders pinned to the ground. Something's got to
Oh,
happen.
here you go.
Something's got to happen.
But you know what that was.
Producer had to hit the music, right?
Correct.
Even still, it doesn't
cue.
matter. This is the WWE. These are things that people get on top of AEW for. They would call them minor league. They would say all this shit, but you have the #1 wrestling company in the world have a finish in the ring, and you just don't count 3. I understand why you didn't count to 3. I wouldn't have counted to 3 either if I was a referee, because you have that angle that's going to come up. You have the world championship, and you just can't throw that shit in the trash, because at the end of the day, I'd rather have to say I fucked up to Triple H rather than cost us everything. And that could cost you your job. I get that. But whomever made that mistake, that should be your ass, because this is a world championship match, and this is supposed to be one of your biggest pay-per-views. You can't have this minor league bullshit going on.
Damn.
Stuff.
For real.
That's harsh. You ain't wrong. Real talk though. Like if you watch Damian Priest, he looked real pissed about it too.
Yeah, because now you
real pissed.
Now Seth Rollins, he had to win. You didn't count it. Then you have CM Punk come in and cost him the match, and he's a straight. What the fuck if I'm Seth Rollins? What's going on now? I look useless. I'm rendered useless. I won the match, but you didn't count it. Now we're not even gonna go into that story. We just got to say mistakes happen, referee's decision, fine, all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, so I guess any referee cannot count to 3 if they don't want to. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to come up with a better reasoning than, well, shit happens. Come on, man. Come on, because this, at the end of the day, it's work. This is we all know that it's scripted and all that bullshit, but we don't need to see it. We don't have to see
Absolutely
it in broad daylight in in a world championship match. If this match happens for, say, when they have the 24/7 title, or if this match happens with nothing with a championship match, I get it. Count to 3. It is what it is. Do what you have to do. But damn, now y'all look bad. Now people are still talking about this because like it's still going across the social media. You gotta be better. You have to be better. And this isn't the first time that this has happened in the last year. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta be better, because this shit can't happen in a world championship match.
Listen. Let me officially start this damn show, man. That was kind of like a precursor. Yo, I like to do a little something different for the live people that actually wake up or up with us. I really do. But let me really get this show on the road. Let me really talk about what's on my mind. Let me really break down a couple things for my people in these streets. Thank you for everybody for joining us as per the usual. I got my squad with me. Listen, I was going to start with Goatman Cena, and we will get to Goatman Cena. But when I read something in the chat that intrigues me, I will address that and call an audible. I will hit him with an Omaha. Said Hut. Listen. Seth Rollins cooked the shit out of Phil Brooks on that damn microphone. Seth Rollins, and I wouldn't go say nothing, but the chat said it. So if the chat said it, I got to put it in because I'm a man of the people. Damn, The Rock, I'm the people's champ, damn it. You said you the final boss, so I'm taking that shit. I'm the people champ. So I say unto thee, that dude has been living off that pipe bomb bullshit for too long. Seth Rollins came in that damn ring with the Pee Wee Herman shoes from Pee Wee's Big Adventure. When he was doing tequila, and he cooked him. I'm talking about rotisserie. He put him on a spit. That dude Phil Brooks looked like he was at a luau in Waikiki. The only thing missing from Phil Brooks on Monday night was an apple in his mouth. He got lamb basted, stripped, butt naked, tarred and feathered in the town square by the great Seth Rollins.
Costco rotisserie, $6.99.
$6.99. I get mine at Giant for $6.99. I don't care where you get your rotisserie deal. CM Punk's was one of them that night. It was nasty.
Nasty.
I got to the point where I was like, Seth, you need to call off the dogs. You need to call off the dogs, bruh. What the hell? I thought this was Django Unchained for a second. You need to relax. Pump the brakes. You ain't at the match yet. You ain't got to end that dude's career. You know he can't even arm wrestle right now. Seth freaking Rollins. Oh, my God. I swear to you, I say, that was his best promo. Then I go, oop, that was his best promo. Then I go, nope, that was his best promo. Monday night, this past Monday night, that was his best promo. And I don't care what anybody says because I look at things a little bit differently. It's not about what he said. It's how he said it, his cadence, his tone, his nuance, true craft, true ability. Didn't miss a beat. No hiccups, no pauses. Looked that man square in the eye and cut a promo in sequins looking like Liberace.
And heels. Sequence,
Didn't
no
miss a step.
undershirt, sequence, heels, sunglasses. Didn't matter.
Barbecue chicken, and I don't give a damn if it's open pit. I don't care if it's Sweet Baby Ray's.
Oh,
it was
wait,
barbecue chicken.
wait. That
It was
was
barbecue chicken.
okay. We'll play in the middle with this. That was dry rub. He didn't need no sauce.
I like me some Old Bay dry rub. That was an Old Bay dry rub special.
I personally thought he treated Phil Brooks like he was a piece of Wagyu beef, and all he needed was a little bit of salt and pepper, and he went out there and seasoned his ass up and put a nice sear to it, nice medium
Little
well
filet
cooked.
mignon.
Not medium well, but medium, and it's well cooked. How about that? Delicious. Butter. Didn't need a steak knife. He went and got the goddamn knife from Quick Trip and cut through it like it was butter, baby. That's what he did. I was so proud of that, man. Oh my God. I'm gonna say it right now. I'll be on the show. Roman Reigns ain't around right now. He's the best wrestler in the world today.
Roman
Reigns is not around right
Whoa.
now. Take Roman Reigns and he's not around. He's not around. Remember I said Roman Reigns is not around. Seth Rollins is the best wrestler in the world. Now when Roman Reigns returns, we'll have another discussion. But at this point in time, ain't nobody touching that, man. It is crazy. His cadence, his swag, how he has the people in the palm of his hands. He's not, and I love it because he's not dependent on the whoa anymore.
You know how? Yeah, I know how. You know how you know he meant business. What you just said right there is how you know he meant business because he actually had him in the palm of his hands, and they started doing the whoa, and he was like, no, not tonight. He literally powered right through it. I don't give a damn about the whoa.
And they stopped.
Yes, they did.
He went on to cooking.
Toronto knew what it was.
What CM Punk starting to understand is everyone knows his gimmick. See, this is what he don't get. The whole pipe bomb bullshit that he's been living off of caught a few people off guard, and he made a couple of noises, even though WWE let him do it. I don't know why people don't think he let him do it. They don't let anything happen unless they want it to. They let him do it. But after that, everyone that watched that, they're wise now. They're prepared. They're ready. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'll go further than what DP's gonna go. Moving forward, there will not be a time that CM Punk and Seth Rollins enters in the ring where CM Punk gets the better of Seth Rollins on the microphone. I'm here for it. I'm telling you. That's all I needed to see. CM Punk, he's gonna have to go deep. He's gonna have to go into Mordor to find a promo that is gonna cook Seth Rollins. He gonna have to go walk through Middle Earth from the Shire, and he gonna have to go into Mordor.
He's gonna have to go like Aquaman in Aquaman and go through the trench to
Through the
get
trench.
to the center of
Through
the
the
earth
trench.
to go get that damn sword to go do something with that man, because you can't do shit with him.
I'm so
CM
proud
Punk.
of y'all.
It's true. It's true. I watched
not get on here and tell lies.
I watched that promo. I said, "Oh, CM Punk, you ain't good enough for this dude right now."
Absolutely.
And I mean it. I mean it. I was like, We had to resort to going to wife and kid. I go, oh, get bro. That's how I knew he had you right there. That's how I knew he had you. Wife and kid reference.
So I hope Triple H down the line will keep this. I guess you could even call it a wild card or a joker in his back pocket, knowing that Rollins can hold his own in a promo, so that we actually get Rollins versus the Tribal Chief. And because, you know, Roman was throwing jabs at him in the lead up, and they never really
nasty work
spar,
too.
Right?
Nasty work.
He called him the number 2.
Yes, he did.
The little brother and all of that, right? So, like, I hope H keeps this in his back burner for the right time to let these two go at it, because we've already talked about Roman's skills on the mic is unmatched, but it would be, you know, it would be something to watch.
Sparring fest.
Yeah. Correct. It's good. It would be great TV to see them in a promo for 8 minutes, 10 minutes, to just go back and forth willingly in the spirit of promo, right? And just let them go.
Yeah, because he ain't no little brother no more. And it's easy to cut a promo separately, and it's easy to cut a promo when Seth's on a different show. But Roman would have his work cut out for him in that ring, because I don't know what's happened. I don't know if the man's getting into a groove as he's getting older. I don't know if he's writing them. I don't know if he's reciting them. I don't know if he's taking classes. I'm keeping it real right now. I don't know if he's taking classes. He's exponentially better with his promo work. Exponentially. It's like he sold his soul to the devil for promo work. He's that good. He's that clean. Because there's an art form. He does the pauses at the right time. He got aggressive at the right time. Man, I don't know. And I'm not gonna take anything away from CM Punk. I will say this about old Filibuster Brooks. He puts you on your best behavior. He does. I'll give him that. He's not my cup of tea, and I'd say that to him if he was in his damn room. But he puts you on your best behavior. You can't come in there and hot dog. You can't come in there and do bullshit gimmick promo work. You have to be on your best behavior, and thankfully, Seth Rollins is on his best behavior. He minds his P's and his Q's.
Rollins should have been in the match, in the Money in the Bank match.
No. But y'all said he was in heels. That boy was levitating because he was in God mode. And that
Chris Angel like.
Easy does it. He ain't the mind freak.
Hey, that's
I am sick. I am sick and tired of these people.
The line stepper on this show.
I am sick of these hosts on this podcast. I'm sick of you. He is not the mind freak, Chef. You ain't gonna come on this podcast
and talk about I like Chris Angel. I like Chris Angel.
You are not gonna liken Seth Rollins to the greatest illusionist of all time.
I watched every one of those shows on A&E.
So I don't believe you did, because if you did, you wouldn't have compared the two. You could say Lance Burton. You can say Copperfield. I would even let you get away with David Blaine. You can't go straight to Mount Olympus.
But that I have to. That's my guy. If that's what we're doing.
That's his guy. That's his boy.
I swear to God. Shout out to Seth Rollins, man. Shout out to Seth Rollins getting his body back right. A meniscus. Everyone's like, oh, you can play on a meniscus.
So how do we get him a match at SummerSlam? Does he not wrestle?
Triple threat, unfortunately.
Seth Rollins.
I hate triple threat matches, but that's how you get him to SummerSlam.
I equate what Seth Rollins is doing right now to what Steph Curry was doing in 2022.
Easy fucking does it.
That dude stepping up.
I swear before Buddha, Jesus, Allah, Zeus, I am sick and tired. Krishna, Ganesh, I can go deep with these damn gods, man. I swear before all them gods, I can't stand you. Chris Angel and Steph Curry.
You guys are proving my point that Seth Rollins could have been the dude to dethrone Roman Reigns.
No,
and would have been legitimate.
See, there you go.
I let you get away with all that.
But if you take what we just said and then go with Chef, then he's right.
Then it makes sense because then he's on another.
Did you hear what we just said, DPJ? And did you hear us?
Okay, but again, Steph Curry is amazing, but there's a level above, and that's Roman Reigns. Always remember that. And I'm done. Don't forget it. Just letting it be known. He my guy. When he's there, he's number one. There's a reason.
I may not believe in both of them, but there is a God. If there's God, there's Jesus. So if Roman is God, then Seth is Jesus.
Okay. All right, cool. As I was gonna ask you, were they chanting "We want Seth" when Seth was gone? Because every damn show
I was
Roman Reigns. It was falling on deaf ears when he came back with something.
There's a few people listening to this. It wasn't deaf ears.
Yo, Samoa Watchman in the building. My tribal chief. What's going on?
He pull up. Put the peanut butter away.
The chat agrees with me. They say you losing your damn mind with this Steph Curry shit. You better calm down. Y'all better calm down.
Man,
I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna let you know the chat didn't went heel on you. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, chat. I don't take it back, but it is very. I will take your consideration. It was.
This is my DPJ level. This is my DPJ cosplay hot take. Seth Rollins is the Pat Mahomes to Roman Reigns, Tom Brady.
Oh,
yeah, I like that. I like how you did that. See how he feels? See how it feels, DPJ?
See?
Feel nasty, don't it? Because that's what he just did, by the way. He did that
run, but that run that's when I'm not that he's Steph Curry, but the run that Steph Curry went on in 2022. Just saying. Because you remember in 2022, AD and LeBron were hurt and they didn't make the playoffs. And he was by himself. I mean, he had Clay and Dre, but Clay wasn't what he was, and Draymond was busy getting suspended. And he had to elevate his level to a point to where he had to go against the Celtics.
I still can't believe they won that title. I still can't believe they won that title.
Now look at Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is elevating everything. You just said there's not a step that he's taking that isn't perfect. And picture you want me to say it's what you're saying. So that's what Steph Curry's run in 2022 was. So you want me to take? I'm just telling you. You see the vision. You just mad that I used it.
Listen.
Notice he didn't say it was bullshit.
I thought I said that earlier, but if you need me to say it was bullshit.
No, leave it alone. You can't go back in time.
Oh, listen, man. Shout out to Seth Rollins, man. You derailed the show, man. I don't give a damn. I'll cut. I can cut stuff. Listen. Because it's different, you know. The John Cena talk. I don't need to talk much about John Cena retiring because he's not. He's doing a Kobe. He's doing a Kobe tour. So,
Jeter tour.
Yeah, he's doing a Jeter tour. So he's getting to kind of calling a shot like Kobe and the great Derek Jeter did. And so it's not, and plus there's no sadness in my voice, guys, because I told you this man was done. I told you he was done. I've been preparing him for me done. I've been saying it for 2 years. The writing was on the wall. And I like that he's going to be able to call his own shot. I don't want to speculate about who he's going to face and yada, yada, yada. It's just really great that an all-time great gets to call his shot. He's going to be on a tour. WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas, Nevada will be his last WrestleMania, but he'll still be wrestling. Does he get another championship run? I'm not sure. Will he face Orton to end his career? I'm not sure. I know it would have been MJF, but MJF is a little too, shall I say, I don't know, afraid of the moment. Because that's who was going to retire John Cena. Hey, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, Uncle Max telling you, you were the guy. I bet my life on it. Bet my life you would have got to retire John Cena. My life. Too bad that ain't going to happen. So now we got to think of somebody else that's going to get the honor and the privilege to pin that man's shoulders to the mat for the last time, by the way. And it will be a beautiful thing to see. There will be no tears shed. That man has given me more than 2 decades of joy. I'm fine. I seen it coming. So I just wanted to give a quick my quick thoughts on it. We will unpack this later, guys. We got guys. He's gonna be wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. we gonna be time to read his obituary.
Yeah. We got plenty of time for that. We're gonna do a whole. You know what I mean? We're gonna do a whole thing. We're gonna run down I'm gonna have y'all go give y'all's thoughts. Then I'm gonna have y'all give y'all's matches. Then I'm gonna have y'all. We gonna do the promo. We gonna do a whole John Cena episode. So don't you fret. Don't you worry. But it'd be different. It was like SummerSlam's my last match. I'd be like, oh shit, we gotta talk.
He had me nervous the way
I'd have came on here like then I'd have been coming on here crying.
Man, I had to take a deep breath. I said,
but I will segue into this. This is completely unrelated to anything that's going on, but it came across the wire. I didn't watch all this damn documentary because I knew what this documentary was going to be. I swear before God, man. The chat's here too. I appreciate y'all. Y'all up in here, so I need y'all on this one because I want to get your opinion on this. If y'all didn't hear it, if y'all didn't see it, listen, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Now, got to put Chef in a tough spot here since you want to be all political with his rock talk.
I'm gonna do my investigating on what type of shit he got on you, Chef.
For real. He knows where the bodies are buried. Listen,
I'm trying to get a deal. That's what I'm trying to do.
You? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson said his final boss persona is the best heel in professional wrestling history. Now, I've had days to process this, and I still kept coming to the same conclusion. Oh, you out your damn mind? That's the conclusion I came to. But that's not why I do this thing. What I do, I don't do a solo podcast. I do one, and I wouldn't be entertained by it. That's why I don't do one. I got a podcast with a few fellas. Now, the answer is no. I do want to say that, and I know you guys are going to agree with me that the answer is no. I haven't even talked to you guys, didn't rehearse this, don't need to. I think I know you guys that well. But I'm going to tell you why it's no before I kick it to y'all. I'm going to say it's no because of how short a time it was. That's why. That's why Rock's out of his damn mind, because he didn't have enough time to make him the greatest heel ever. So, I will say unto thee, DPJR, is he right? And if he's not right, who is your best heel of all time?
Okay. Hell no. Nowhere near the best heel of all time. You can't be a heel for 6 weeks and think you're the best just because you whipped somebody with a belt and made somebody bleed a little bit. FYI, The Rock, for your information, buddy.
Easy.
So I have
slander territory. Easy does it.
No, I just said, buddy. You know, I would love to be his friend. I would love to take a little sip of Terramana with him to talk about.
Say except you're
welcome.
I
would love to pick his brain about where his mind was in 2099 and 2001. How he was able to cut promo after promo after promo and did not miss. That's a level.
Facts.
That's a level he ain't even at right now. FYI, Dwayne, your heel run in the corporation was more vile than this. You did something to Cody Rhodes, and were you really that bad of a heel? Because you're out here singing songs to people depending on the city that you're in, and you play babyface. You only did damage to Cody Rhodes twice prior to that, other than run down the people in attendance. And when they booed you, now if they didn't boo you, it was sing along with The Rock time. But if they booed you, depending on the city, then you wanted to be the final boss. Just FYI, putting it out there. Now, I have a list of names that I've been dwindling it down to. I personally feel the most vile heel that I have seen in my life, the best one was Triple H in the Attitude Era. That dude was running amok. He hired somebody to run Stone Cold Steve Austin over with a car. The dude was hitting people on top of people with sledgehammers. He was a piece of work in the worst way. Go back and look in 2003. It was 2004 when Randy Orton won the title. Go see what he did to his protege. Go see what he did to anybody who got in his way of getting to the top. Now, we could say Ric Flair. I'm not going back to the 80s because I wasn't able to be back then. I understand.
Talk about what you know. You know what I mean? Yeah, talk about what you know.
But I want to talk about what I lived and what I experienced and the dastardly things that Triple H went to do what he needed to do to get to be hated. That was the goal. It wasn't to be cheered. It wasn't to do bad shit. Have people chant your name. It was to have people not buy your merch. It was to be the one person they wanted to see the babyface beat. That way they can get their merch. So in my opinion, Triple H in the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression era, that era was the best heel I've ever seen.
So listen, I love what you're saying. The chat of Miguel, Edge, JBL, Orton, Triple H, right off the top of my head. Simone Watchman, Triple H took an unconscious woman to a drive-through chapel and married 70 man. Crazy heel. Yeah, listen, before I kick it to the chef, listen, like, no matter what's going on outside of the business, no matter what's going on legally, to me, the greatest heel in wrestling is Vince McMahon. He just is. And he doesn't get talked about enough. He really doesn't. He really doesn't. The stuff that he did, no matter how great Austin isn't as great without the feud with McMahon. It was the way he's the most underrated heel for what he's done historically. Vince McMahon during that Attitude Era run was diabolical. That it was me, Austin stuff, nuts. You know what I mean? So I have to give the devil his due despite what is going on outside of the ring, because I'd be remiss if I did not say when I was growing up and I started looking back, I go, Vince was a bastard, man. The Kiss My Ass Club. Like, man, the stuff that dude would do, that's proper heel. That's just me thinking, like, quickly who's a better heel. Hell, Roman's a better heel. What we talking about? It ain't my fault that people like the tribal chief. He's still a bad guy. So I got to give the tribal chief his due. The Doctor of Thugonomics is the damn near better heel than the final boss. Like, you know what I mean? Coming out cutting promos about people, waiting, all kinds of shit. Like The Rock. Yo, listen, I love Dwayne The Rock Johnson for what he's done for the business. I love Dwayne Johnson for being a serviceable actor. He's not the best. He's been acting the same since Scorpion King, but that's neither here nor there.
Serviceable, and I get called for slander on this show.
Listen, slander is when you can't prove it. I can prove service. Listen, serviceable ain't bad. I love my waiters.
Documentary.
I love my waiters and waitresses. I love my flight attendants. They serve me all the time. He's serviceable. He's serviceable. I admire that man. I admire his work ethic. I admire that. I admire his $7 story. I admire everything he's done for himself. I admire it. But I am not going to just let you say whatever the hell you say and make me just go with it. Everybody in the chat ain't even coming. Ain't everybody in the chat probably love The Rock and they're like, no. So give me Vince McMahon. Give me Randy Orton, Legend Killer. Give me Piper. You know what I mean? Just give me everybody.
My pick was going to be Randy Orton, Legend Killer, when he was just punting, and kicking people in the head. Like, it just didn't look good. It just was. It didn't matter what age he was kicking. The old ladies, he was kicking.
Didn't matter. Stacey Keebler got
Vince,
the RKO.
Right. That dude was nasty. But the easy answer.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, Vince did slip my mind. But the first person that came to mind was our favorite guy to hate, and because it was the turn you didn't expect, but then he was hated for so long and then liked.
Hogan.
So I'm going with Hollywood. Yeah.
How could you not? It's the greatest heel turn in the history of wrestling.
They were, and I had never seen. That was the first time I saw fans throwing stuff into the ring. Like,
do you know there are people in this world that doesn't think that's the greatest heel turn ever? Are you out of your mind?
It was so good.
It's the best.
And the spray painting people, spray painting the ring.
He still don't like black people, and it's still the best. Damn, Hogan, you still don't like black people?
I know, right? How you get accused of firing black people one day? One day. They couldn't even be on the job 24 hours.
You still get like, yo, Hogan, for
You
real?
be out there taking pictures with blonde white women.
I pride myself on believing in the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I tried. That's the thing about it, like, forgive and forget. No, that's Jesus' job. He died on the cross. I didn't die on the cross. I don't got to forgive nobody for nothing. I have conceded that is a better entity than me. Be like Jesus. Can't nobody be like him. I say it before and I'll say it again. Ain't nobody more over than Jesus. That boy over like Jesus, over like Rover. You tell me somebody more over than Jesus Christ. If you find somebody more over than Jesus, I ain't gonna got enough time in the day to tell you how wrong you are. So, but I let him do that. I was so close. I swear to you, I was gonna come on this show. It's gonna be like a huge. I had like a fanfare. I had like a trumpets blowing. I'm like, this is the moment ever forgives Hulk Hogan. And what's this dude do? I said, you still don't like black people? Two fine ass black girls too. I don't got. Listen, I ain't got nothing no more. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Chef.
They were beautiful.
I don't. Honorable mention Ric Flair. Honorable mention. The recent, honestly, the recent run with Christian has been hilarious as far as heels. I don't know about ever, but there was quite a few people, but Hogan came to mind. Roman.
Woo! Roman had a run, boy.
Hey. Straight edge society, Punk was a menace.
JBL was a great
He's
heel.
one of the best traditional, great
because he was hitting the genders, he was hitting the ethnicity slander.
Oh, nasty word.
When
he did the border crossing thing?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Edge was the first real life heel.
Whoa, yeah.
When we talking about the real with the
Lita stuff. Yeah.
Having whipping out breasts in the middle of the ring.
I was there. That was Hershey, Pennsylvania. That was in my home state. I was there, brother.
Edge was on one.
That was Hershey. Monday Night Raw in Hershey.
He walked up to John Cena Daddy and slapped the taste out of his mouth.
Jericho once upon a time. Listen, I just wanted to unpack that. I knew where y'all head was going to be at. We can't listen. We all like the Rock.
Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
I mean, let's
absolutely.
Him and Vince, honestly, because
Vince is the greatest heel in history.
Vince, yes, easily. I'm be honest. Vince slipped my mind. He said Vince. I was like, damn.
You like, damn, Vince. If we want to go wrestle, that's fine.
Good pick, but hey,
Vince gave himself the title.
It was me, Austin.
Yo, Vince hired Eric Bischoff. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Come on, dog.
He hired Paul Heyman. Hey, man, Vince was also Michael Jackson stuff because Michael will buy people masters. He said, I'm gonna buy your company and you can come work for me. How about that?
Listen, but I just wanted to. This was more so not the shit on the Rock, but more so to put over heels that have really had time. I go, Rock, you're out of your mind, brother. Seriously, you're out of your mind. Just because you haven't had the time. Like if you were final boss for some years, bro, it's 6 weeks, bro. You can't.
I mean, I still crown him the best IG promos I've ever seen.
Oh, it ain't even close. Off is the direction you can fuck. That's the greatest line in history of wrestling.
It has to be longer than 2 months.
Has to be longer than 2 months. That's the rule. We just made the rule on the wrist. We just made the rule on this podcast. To be the best heel ever, you gotta be a heel more than 2 months.
It was 8 weeks, bro, because it was the Super Bowl weekend. It was Super Bowl weekend where he made the heel turn when Dave, some people will lead you to believe he slapped the piss out of Cody. Trust me, it wasn't that good of a slap. So he slapped Cody. Then it kicked off. Really, you go in that Monday, and then that's when he came out with Rock 10.0, the final boss. And then,
when that new music dropped, though, I was like, oh.
Now that was the greatest, one of the greatest entrances of all time. But that has nothing to. But the problem with that is that when you're a heel, you're not supposed to want to be noticed like that to get people to want to buy your merch. You're supposed to be hated. How do you hate somebody coming out in a Versace shirt with the dopest entrance of all time? You can't. It's impossible.
Can't. Ain't my fault you look clean. Ain't my fault you looking clean as a damn chitlin. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault.
Opinion, he disqualified himself from trying to be cool. You can't be a cool heel and be the greatest heel of all time. I mean, Ric Flair. Hey, the women loved Ric Flair back in the day, but the men hated that man. Everybody hated.
But we're talking about like really, like they tried to attack these people after they left arenas for real.
Ric Flair would look into your face while you're in the crowd. He said, "I see a woman out there, fat boy, and she wants to take a ride on Space
Mountain."
Long, what do you say? Longest line. Longest ride. Woo!
The night Javon. Listen. Now, all right, now.
I'm having a hard time trying to hold these gators down.
All right, now, listen. We've already let you in the cookout. You in there?
That's what you thought, right?
Listen. Hey. You in there? But Evan, he's from Georgia. Hey. We let you in the cookout. We cool with that.
If they let Drake in Atlanta, they could let Cody in.
Who do you think you are sitting next to me at this moment in time, the best rap producer in the world? And I mean, that's Metro Boomin. I want some more. Metro Boomin, the best in the business, the man that made both scores for Spider-Verse.
If your Metro don't trust you, I'm going to shoot you.
Metro Boomin is him, Neutron. Himmy Duncan, himmy Neutron. He is that dude. To me, the GOAT is Timbaland, but I'm talking about currently the best rap producer in the business. You can go DJ Mustard if you want. You can go there if you want. You can go DJ Mustard. He's the one that did that cold-blooded Kendrick Lamar beat. That's his. By the way, not like us.
Mustard on the beat, ho.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, for my money,
I see dead people.
St. Louis is finest. St. Louis is finest.
Give a damn what you say.
St. Louis is finest. Oh, don't get me started. That's one of the best music I've ever heard in my life. Bar none. Because
Metro started this shit,
bro. Listen, let me tell you something right now, bro. Metro Boomin. St. Louis, Missouri's finest. He keep this going. He gonna have me overtake. He gonna have me put him over Nelly, and that's hard for me to do. Metro Boomin is cold, bro.
That boy cold.
Bro, listen. So Metro Boomin, to me, the greatest rap producer alive right now, sitting next to Cody Rhodes. Bad blood.
We called it though.
I'm trying to tell you, hey Evan, pay attention. It's happening right before your eyes, buddy.
It was like, oh, they should bring back one of these great named pay-per-views, like Halloween Havoc, like Bad
Y'all
Blood.
Better stop copying us.
like the Bash at the Beach. And here they go. They're like, oh, you know what? They're right. We should just do Bad Blood. Oh, we got an event coming up in Atlanta. Who can we get? Who do we know?
Metro Boom. Listen.
It's
so
even
listen.
how he says his name. He says Metro.
Like,
bro, you don't even say his name right, bro.
Listen, yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you because I didn't hear that like that beat. I'm gonna tell you when I first heard that like that beat and I was tight. The first time I heard that like that beat was with when the baby spit on it, and I was mad when I found out that wasn't the baby on that beat because Future and them be bullshitting on that beat. Except when Kendrick get on. When Kendrick get on, he rights the wrong. But Future took that flawless beat and started dicking around. So, because anybody thinks I'm wrong, pull up the baby on that Metro Boomin beat. It is nuclear. I swear to God, when I heard that shit, I put on a hazmat suit. I thought somebody gonna come in here and take my soul when I heard that beat. He is bar spitting in that joint, y'all. You know what I'm talking? You heard that on DP, right? You heard the baby on that like that beat?
Yeah, I did, man. It was
Bro.
It was a double. It was a 2-for-1.
2-for-1. It was a twofer. Song. The boy took off his garments when he was spitting.
Boy.
He was y'all boys ain't like that. Boy, not keeping it beef. Y'all boys cooking. But listen.
The Baby is the most underrated.
That boy,
listen, cold.
That boy is cold. Listen,
cold.
So
North Carolina's
how much more
finest.
street cred does Cody Rhodes need out here?
Listen, because that was it. That we're done now. The street cred's over. You sit in the car with Metro Boomin. That's it. So you in the car with Metro Boomin and Miguel. Who's that? Miguel talking shit. I saw you. Was it Miguel? It was Miguel. He said Dre's his GOAT. I ain't say GOAT, bro. I said Timbaland's my GOAT. Like Dre is fine. But Dre has people help him with beats. A lot of people don't know that. That Timbaland, Virginia's finest, that to me is the greatest in the world. He's the greatest in the world because Just Blaze, and the crazy is Just Blaze is my favorite producer of all time.
And Timbaland's
bro,
him doing what he did and how he did it and how phenomenal he was
DP,
in making beats. He is the reason Pharrell is out there.
DP,
Pharrell
I can give you a PowerPoint presentation on why Timbaland's better than everybody. And right behind him is just who you said it was, Pharrell.
It's Timberland, Pharrell.
That's like his son when it comes to making beats.
But bro, I swear to God, this is probably gonna go off the rails. It ain't even close. Timbaland goes from the Nelly Furtado Loose album to the Future Sex Love Sounds album.
Banger.
To that, so those are two different genres. To the Icebox with Amarion, and do not get me started. Every beat for Genuine's debut album, every beat for Missy Elliott's album. Do not get don't get me started on Timbaland. Please don't.
Aaliyah 1 in a Million.
Every single Aaliyah beat for her over one of her hits. That's Timbaland. Do not get me started on that dude from Virginia. It ain't even close. Woo!
Name a song on Volume 3, Jay-Z.
Bro, listen. Timbo, North Carolina, come on and rate. That's Timbo. That ugly Bubba Sparks, that's Timbo. I could go to the most obscure bullshit songs, and they're all hits. They're all hits. That boy is so cold.
Bubba Sparks owes his whole life to Timbo.
My
God, found you, Miss New Booty.
Oh my Lord! Listen, so you got that right. That's all that. That's one beat for my life is Timbaland. Like I said, but my favorite is it's just Blaze because it's just that. Listen, that Breathe beat. I almost killed 7 people when I heard that beat.
Man, Metro's so dope.
Metro Cole
jump on BBL Drizzy. That's how dope of a beat that was.
But
that's how
Metro Boomin. Metro Boomin is so cold, man.
Cody need all this help to be relevant. Look at him.
So look, we got to go.
Seth Rollins got a microphone. Cody Rhodes got Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin, I want some more.
Seth Rollins gonna have to cut him that Adam Cole promo.
Listen, all right. So congratulations, Cody. You have street cred now with the brothers and sisters.
Could have been Montez easily. And
it easily could have been him and AD. Easily. Him and AD. Easily.
Pull up with the street profits. Hence, I mean, Metro, he is, whatever.
Lucci, there ain't no slander, ain't no Cody slander. We're just talking.
Oh, I'm slandering. I'm running a quick slant. Running.
Damn. You're running a 7 round. You're running a 7 round.
What's funny is Chef didn't even say a bad word about The Rock in that whole soliloquy. He only gave his greatest heel of all time.
Chef is the king of the Euro. King of the Euro. He was like, bing, king of the Euro step.
I blew the whistle for traveling because his ass was traveling in that one. Blow the whistle.
I took 5 steps before I took the layup. I took 5 steps. You
definitely took 5 steps. It's all good. I love Dwayne, damn it. Why I gotta preface that? You can't even talk about nobody unless you say you love them. I love Dwayne, but I ain't gonna let him get away with that greatest heel bullshit.
And he is the same character in every movie.
He made all of
even in the Tooth Fairy, same character.
He's different when he's mad.
I don't know what the hell JMC was thinking and putting him at 9, but he made the top 6 of everybody's greatest of all time.
Because he is though. Because
part of the shortest run.
That's I was just about to say. They took the words out of my mouth. Like that's another reason why he's great. He belongs on the list in record time. And you know what? You don't want to talk about greatness. I told you I call Roman's run like Barry Bonds. Roman was already a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
Before, but the tribal chief is like him on steroids.
It was a walk or a home run.
It was a walk or a home run. That's all it was. But he getting on base.
the only dude I've seen hit a home run when his bat snapped in half. That's Barry Bonds. That dude was doing something different. I
Barry
don't
Bonds, but
consider him the greatest because he was on steroids.
he still
I
is
would
the great. He still
personally-
is the greatest ball player ever,
Well,
though. He is.
well, sure. If you want to throw the steroids,
He
but if you
unfortunately
wanna
he is. No, but I don't
qualify
throw the steroids away. I never will,
Okay.
never have, never will. But it's the hardest thing in the world to do is put a round ball in a round bat. He saw like one pitch a night, man, and still got it up out of there.
I think Griffey, if Griffey would have been on steroids, would have been on a whole nother level.
I'm a Griffey
that's my
guy, but the fact is, I'm a Griffey guy. Don't get me wrong, but the best baseball player ever is Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds. Period.
He was. If you see how many Gold Gloves he's had before the steroids, it's better than most people's career. What do you have? What do you have? Like 7 Gold Gloves or something like that?
That's right.
But Griffey was clean and he hit 58 home runs and led the league.
Griffey got the greatest home run pose in history.
Just saying, he ain't need enhancement. Griffey was Griffey. If Griffey would have had them enhancements, Griffey would have hit over 800 home runs.
Greatest non-2K baseball game ever.
I agree with every word you guys are saying.
Super Nintendo.
You're never going to have me argue with anything you're saying right now. Well, not when it comes to baseball.
On this show, boy. We can talk about anything.
Yo, Amazing Lovecraft. We're off the rails, but I don't give a shit. Black Adam movie was fire. I agree. I like that movie. But once again, the movie suffered because of Dwayne. He wanted to be separate from the one character that he can't be separate from, Shazam.
Superman.
You can't be separate from Shazam. You and Shazam are like this. You got the same symbol on your chest.
Like JMC said, he has it in his contract that he can't get his ass whooped in the movie. So here we are.
But you would, oh Lord have mercy, it would have been a wash because you got. Oh, go ahead, man. But I wouldn't want to be. I said, how can you not want to be in the movie with Shazam?
Because didn't he technically they cut away from because he was just in the last Fast and Furious movie, and the cut scene at the end, he about to catch an L, but I bet you don't see him catch an L because he's not allowed to catch an L on camera.
That's what I'm talking about. Chef, go here with a little bit of anti good things to say about The Rock. You getting there, buddy? You getting there?
He definitely has control of his narrative.
Make no mistake.
Come on, man. They call that man the Ad Johnson. Come on now.
Yo, you got is there a recipe? I don't know how hell I'm gonna edit this show. Is there a recipe?
There's always a recipe. There's always a new page to turn in the recipe. So
my boy.
This week's recipe, I'm gonna piggyback off of Goatman Cena, and I'm gonna equate the career of John Cena to one of my favorite dishes, which is chicken parm. And so when you think about it, chicken parm is one of those complete dishes that has everything on one plate. So you got the pasta, you got the cheese, you got the sauce, and you got the fried chicken. It's almost an undefeated dish. And in terms of, because I'm gonna just correlate this, I'm currently in an Italian restaurant. It is the number one seller dish. It is the goat of.
Is it really?
Almost. It's damn near. Parm, huh? Besides spaghetti and meatballs,
I was about to say
it's like the goat of Italian American cooking is chicken parm. You almost can't have bad chicken parm. And no matter what John Cena does, it's not really a bad thing. Whether he's losing, he hasn't won a singles match on live TV since 2018. But he still comes out and he gives you these good matches where he teams up with Miz and R-Truth and they beat on the Judgment Day, or he helps out Kevin Owens and they beat the Bloodline because he was he was fighting solo. So all the stuff John Cena's done, it's never bad. And even if he's not winning, it's still not bad. And that's just like chicken parm. I don't care where you go. If there's chicken parm on the menu, it's not going to be terrible. And you're going to enjoy the dish because it's giving you all the elements that you need of the sauce and the cheesiness and the gooiness and the creaminess from the pasta and the crisp in the chicken. If the season is right, they got to season it right. But what in terms of John Cena, you know what you're getting from Cena, and it's never under seasoned, even in the version of the Cena that we get now, where maybe it's not as crisp, but again, not bad, just like chicken parm. So off the cuff, still in uniform, straight out the kitchen. My man, Goatman Cena, is the equivalent of chicken parm.
Chicken Parmesan, if you listen to what he's saying, it makes perfect sense. It's a dish that everyone likes. It's a dish that gives you a bunch of different things, and it's a dish that people will eat if prepared properly, which it typically is. I have never had a bad chicken Parmesan.
See?
So I guess that shout out to the chef. Shout out to every place I've ever been. Actually had at somebody's crib years ago, and it was like it slapped then. Who the hell's gonna hate on breaded chicken with pasta and sauce?
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
eggplant parm hits too,
and it does.
It does bang.
And for me, that's John Cena, man.
I love that. Love that. John Cena, chicken Parmesan, my brother. I'm gonna crop this out. See if he gets on his radar. DPJR. You got a night at the opera, man. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, let me go ahead and piggyback.
You know this damn Timberland shit. I swear.
Let me go ahead and hop on Chef's back and bring you to the night of the opera. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you what I would do with John Cena.
Okay.
Towards the end. I would have him enter the Rumble. I wouldn't have him win the Rumble. I would have him come close, but he doesn't win. Also, I would have him enter the Elimination Chamber. Have him come close, and then don't win. And then you can have a big match with him at WrestleMania. I would say one of the 4 main events. I don't particularly know who they're going to pick for him at WrestleMania because it's important, but it's not as important as his last match. So, and he will win his last match at WrestleMania. So I honestly, the more I'm thinking about it, I think it should be Kevin Owens versus John Cena. Go ahead and have Cena go over Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is pro's pro. He handled Stone Cold Steve Austin's return
very well,
phenomenally. So I think he would be the guy to go along with that. Have him do that, and then you have him build momentum. You have him build momentum to the point to where he gets noticed by the world champion in December, and he's going to give John Cena his farewell match. And on his last night in the WWE, John Cena breaks Ric Flair's record and retires. And he goes out like Tim Duncan as a champion. He goes out like John Elway as a champion, as he should. And then you can start another tournament, and you can go from there. You can have that tournament lead up to WrestleMania if you want to, if you want to be a badass about it and actually have some storytelling. But that's what I would do with John Cena's farewell tour. Like, it would be like his equivalent of Kobe dropping 60 in his last game, because he might not be great every night. You might not be able to tap into it every night, but for one night, he can be as great as he ever was. And on that night, the final night in December, his last match, which will most likely be at Madison Square Garden, he breaks Ric Flair's record.
I like what you're saying. You know, I would love a heel Cody beating John Cena.
Ooh.
To end his career. Yeah. I know, right?
Are you leaning into it now?
No. Just because
it's heel Randy.
Or heel. I just don't want to get my hopes up because that's what I want. I want that. That's what I really want. I want heel Randy to beat John Cena for the history, for the honor, because that's what it comes with last matches for me. It's not about what I want to see. It's about
Roman?
The honor. Shit,
it could be CM Punk. Hey, look, Evan T. I'm Terrific Mac. You sit up in your chair, and you know that CM Punk, his greatest rival was John Cena.
Because John Cena cooked his ass. No, but I don't want him pinning John Cena's shoulders to the mat for his final match.
Losing his last match.
CM Punk gonna get hurt trying to pin him.
He's gonna win the world title. He's gonna retire with 17 world championships, because then
he gonna hurt his elbow when he go down the panel.
You can remove Ric Flair's name from the record books in the WWE, and there would be no question of who the greatest world champion of WWE is. Sidebar: I don't give a damn if John Cena didn't wrestle in the WWE. I don't give a damn. He is arguably the greatest of all time.
You mean like outside? You mean outside WWE?
Outside of the WWE?
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit? I don't care that John Cena didn't wrestle in WCW or have to go to Puerto Rico and fight
He didn't have to.
He didn't have to do all that stuff. Back then, Ric Flair will tell you he was dropping the title to Harley Race and he'd win it in the next town just to be for shits and giggles.
Big facts.
How can we take all these 25 world championship reigns seriously? Because that's what they claim it is.
That's 25. What they did all the time. They did that all the time.
But they did it all the time, and that's why WWE only recognizes 16 of them. Because just like with Antonio, well, they finally recognized Antonio Inoki as a world champion, but prior to that, they didn't because of all the shenanigans that go along with it. Hey, you so-called wrestling experts, don't take John Cena off Mount Rushmore because he didn't make it to the outside of WWE and have to be successful. John Cena would have been over anywhere he went. John Cena would have been over in TNA. John Cena would be over in AEW. It does not matter. Wherever John Cena goes, success goes. It follows. Look at his acting career. Hey, fall back. And he's not even my GOAT.
I say he shouldn't have been in this last season of The Bear.
Oh, I didn't know he was in that.
But
listen.
Everybody's allowed a bad performance.
Oh, I love John, but he's a better comedic actor. He's not a great actor, but he's good. He's a good comedian. He's a very good comedic actor. He needs to stay away from anything that has any kind of seriousness. He needs to just bring levity, be goofy, be silly. He's the best part of that one, that Ricky Stenicki movie. He's the best part of that whole film. But listen, we got to just. He's great at Peacemaker. He's great in a lot of things. But the Bears.
I need season 2 of Peacemaker.
It's coming. Bears a little more nuanced. Bears a little tougher to pull off.
I had my guy covered the whole show. Yeah.
You got me covering up the greatest, the most misunderstood villain of all time.
I had to let you know. That's why I wore the show. Wore for the show.
The most misunderstood.
No. Hold on. The most misunderstood villain of all time is Hades.
The most misunderstood villain of all time is Scar. He's a lion. That's what they do. They try to set I'm like, now listen, he did it like a little bitch, though. He did do like a little bitch. You got to face.
But that's what makes him a heel.
Nah, you got to face Mufasa like a G. You can throw some dirt in his eye, but you can't have the Stampede kill him. You can't have my boy Little Simba pushing his dad's luck like butt.
Plausible deniability. That's what that was.
Isn't it? Oh, listen, there wouldn't be a jury in the world that can convict him. There's not a jury in the world that can convict him. Because even if you had a forensic lawyer that was a lion, and he goes, "What about them claws you dug into his paws?" He'd be like,
"He's like, I was trying to save him.
Yeah, I was trying to help him." There's not a jury in the world. There's not a jury in the world.
It looked like you let him go. No, I was trying to.
No, I was trying to pull him up. I was trying to pull him up.
That boy said, "I killed Mufasa."
He's like, "Long live the king." I'm like, oh, that's a nasty word.
Man, Simba hopped out when he heard that he killed his dad. No, murderer! You gotta say it with some bass in your voice, my boy.
Them hyenas, y'all should have double tapped. Y'all got to y'all got to get that little bastard.
Hey, how them hyenas is spin the block? They just let him go.
You got to spin the block. He wouldn't have had a snowball's chance of that.
Hey, dude, what Cheech Marin said, "Hey, did you order that dinner to go?" No, why? Because there they go. That was one of the greatest lines in any movie I've ever heard.
Listen,
man, they had some hits on that show, boy. Like, if you just go back and look at that cast, jeez.
Listen, shout out to Scar, shout out to Cody Rhodes. Apparently starting to cook out. Apparently he ain't invited no more.
Metro. It's okay, Metro Boomin. Don't you have a tour bus?
Boomin, I want some more. Listen, show's over.
Don't rub your face, Chef.
I'm tired as hell. Listen, I appreciate all of y'all for joining. Y'all are amazing.
Thanks.
And
y'all the best.
One of these days I'm going to have Chef unpack why he said Hades misunderstood. Are you kidding me? He's a piece of shit.
Totally misunderstood.
Using Meg for his dirty deeds. Dirty deeds. Come on now. He using Meg. Come on. What you mean? I'm going to have you unpack that. You can't just talk about how, hey, listen, Hades is nasty.
First of all, shout out to the great James Woods.
Shout out to the great James Woods.
Great.
Talking about they make it a live action. I go, well, guess who needs to be Hades? That guess who needs to be Hades? James Woods, man. You kidding me? Oh, my God.
You know who was misunderstood? Jafar.
Oh, no, hold on. Easy does it. Jafar trying to have sex with like a 15-year-old. Jasmine is
look,
is a baby.
Look, when I say it was misunderstood, look, the Sultan was trying to give her up, man, and that in his eyes,
but he not to the Grand Bazaar.
He put that thing on him. He put that thing on the Sultan. The Sultan, look.
You just said
Jafar's getting canceled in 2024.
My favorite Disney movie of all time, but he is misunderstood.
Bro, she was not 18.
Jasmine's a baby.
I take it back. I apologize. No, fuck him, man.
He was a predator.
He was a predator, man. Chris Hansen should have popped up in that movie. Jafar, why don't you have a seat for me real quick?
I did not know she was 15. Excuse me, Disney fans.
A lot of people don't know that's a little stupid little nuance thing. Like Belle's like 16. Like all the princesses, they're like teenagers. That's like a weird that's a weird Disney fact. That's me because I know weird Disney shit.
I went down a rabbit hole with Disney, and did you know, if you pay attention, Zazu was the one that got Mufasa killed. Or no, because he was trying to get Simba killed. And if Simba would have got killed, he wouldn't have had to listen to Simba, and Simba was a piece of shit.
What? Hold on, wait a minute. What?
I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link.
Soulless asshole is putting the death of Mufasa on Zazu. Listen, you are a piece of shit.
I'll find the video.
If you believe Zazu for the death of Mufasa. You're gonna send me some tinfoil hat QAnon conspiracy bullshit.
It makes sense. It made sense. It made sense. Because here's the thing. You answer this question. Why didn't Zazu tell anybody what Scar did when he knew?
When did he know?
When he was locked up inside a rib cage when Scar was up in there.
What's he?
You know when Mufasa had the skull? Scar had the skull like. And what did he say? It's a small world after all.
So that's supposed to be Zazu?
I'm just telling you, man. Hey, there's.
Wait a minute. So you ain't haven't confirmed that is Zazu?
No, Zazu's in there with Scar because he throws the skull at him because he had him locked up.
Oh hell! We listen shows. I'm sick. I hate everything.
I'm telling you, man. And there's a rabbit hole. I went down it.
Yo, shout out to Metro.
I'm gonna find that link and I'm gonna send it to you.
Yo, please do so I can get it cut off of YouTube. I'm gonna have it flagged.
It's a conspiracy. It is a conspiracy. It is, but Disney is laced with conspiracies. Come on now, don't put anything.
You gotta be a real piece of
Disney.
shit to put the death of Mufasa on Zazu. Send me that link as soon as we get off here. This show is over. If you guys are still listening and paying attention,
I gotta find it.
I love you all. I really do, because this man has just put Zazu on the chopping block for the death of the greatest lion of all time. That's a damn shame.
No, well,
Zazu gonna have to turn in his playbook.
Apparently so.
The thing was he wasn't trying to kill Mufasa. He was trying to get Simba killed, and Mufasa was.
That's even nastier.
That's nasty work, but Zazu was apparently a nasty.
Truly, he is hating on that kid. I'm gonna be a mighty. He is hating on him now.
And remember when? Yeah, and Simba was. Come on now, he's a kid. He knows he's next in line and all that. I'm just saying.
Get by. I'm out. Bye.